Hey guys, welcome back to Naily by Nature. If you are new to this channel, my name is Naily, and on this channel we talk about so many things from spirituality, law of attraction, social issues, international news, and also self-development, self-care, mental health, and also documenting my journey, kind of figuring out life and finding my purpose, I guess. So I am currently back home in New York City after my 3-month sabbatical in Costa Rica and also spending some time in Mexico City. I just wanted to make a quick life update video because I haven't made a video since I was in Mexico City, and so I just wanted to update you guys about like kind of where I'm at, and you know, so it's not like I just disappeared off my channel. So last time you guys heard from me, I was leaving Mexico City, heading back to Costa Rica to go to this eco village that I was living at called Pachamama, and I am going to finally make a video about what it was like living in this eco village slash spiritual community in Costa Rica. I cannot wait to make this video, and I'm so glad that I waited until the end of my journey with them to make this video and kind of then develop, I guess, an opinion, or just to develop like my thought process on like what my experience was like, and then kind of deliver that to you guys. So I left Mexico City and then I went to Costa Rica, and when I uploaded my last video, I uploaded it when I was in Costa Rica, and it took legit 4 days to upload this video. And I kind of just, I was so frustrated, and I kind of just took that as a sign like, okay, maybe right now I'm not supposed to focus on like, you know, uploading and like putting up videos on YouTube. I should just like be present and be here. And I'm so glad that that's exactly what I did. So I spent 3 weeks in this eco village, and I partaked in teepee ceremonies that involved using plant medicines like peyote. And then I did 3 ayahuasca ceremonies, and then I came home. And this was all within like 3 weeks. And so, yeah, it was it's such a crazy ass experience, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. I can't wait to make videos to tell you guys about what my ayahuasca experience was like, what my peyote experience was like, what my experience with Pachamama in this eco village was like, what my experience was like living in Costa Rica, and then just like how I'm doing right now. But I wanted to just make a quick video to kind of just give you guys an update about like where I am at mentally, just coming back after 3 months. And I came back home Tuesday, and it's Monday today, so tomorrow will be a full week since I've been back in New York City. And before I left before I left Costa Rica, I had all these worries that I was just like, oh my God, like how am I gonna go back into like the real world? And you know, when you're living in these eco villages and these spiritual communities, you're kind of like in a bubble, you know, like you're in this community and you don't really leave very often. If you do, you know, so it's such a, the area that I was in, it was so quiet. So even if you left the community, everything's kind of far out and you don't really see people like that. And if you do, it's like, you know, it's just like very spread out. So I didn't know how I was going to adapt coming back to New York City, and just like what that was going to be like, wondering if I really changed, if the transformation that I went through was real. So I had so many worries, and it's like, okay, like, is New York City going to suck me back in, and am I going to be anxious again, and am I going to fall into like my old habits and like old behavior patterns, like, you know, all these thoughts and worries. And it's like, you know, have I changed enough? Am I ready? And the only way to really find out was to actually come back home and to really see. So it's been a full week, and honestly, since I've come back, I haven't really gone out like that. I haven't really hung out with friends. I haven't really gone to any restaurants. I've really just been home, spending lots of time with my family and just being in my room and in my space. And I realized how much I needed this and how much I missed this and how much I missed my comfort, like literally just being in my bed and being comfortable and, you know, eating my mom's food and just being around my things, you know, like I was traveling so much and it was very nomadic. So I didn't really have like a place for my things, and I was living out my luggage, and it's exhausting, you know, it honestly is. It's so exhausting, and I had so many luggages with me. So that was like another thing. Like if I go travel again, I'm not going to pack as much. That was so fucking American of me to take like fucking 2 huge luggages. I was just like, it was such a bitch just traveling to city, and I would never do that again. I'd probably take like 1 luggage and like pack essential things. I would like literally make a video about that too. It's like how to travel as a solo traveler and things that I've learned and things that I will definitely improve on when I travel again. And I do plan to travel again. I'm just here for a few weeks, and I'm like really glad that I came back. I'm so happy that I'm here. I'm so glad that I'm back, and I've noticed I've noticed changes already. So just the way I interact with my friends, my family, my partner, just seeing how much patience I have and so much more compassion for everyone. Like, oh my God, I have so much compassion for people. I feel like I was very judgy. Now that I look back, I was very judgy about like other people and like people who had like different opinions and like all these things, and I'd be so easily triggered. And even on YouTube, like, you know, people write fucked up comments all the time, you know, and I get so triggered before, and now it's just like it literally, I'm so unbothered, and I feel so unbothered. I feel so confident in who I am. Like even just like my face, you know, like when I used to make these YouTube videos, I had to put on a full face, and it wasn't because I wasn't confident, but it was just more like that felt more natural for me. And now this feels very natural, and it feels like I feel more beautiful, you know, just as I am. I feel so much more beautiful, and I feel so much more seen. When I was living in this eco village, I like never put on makeup, and I felt like people really gravitated towards me, and people were so kind, and they really complimented me and like about my beauty, and it made me feel confident. And it's not like I needed that outside validation, but I noticed that the more that I was myself and I was more authentic and true to myself, like that beauty that I saw within myself radiated. And when other people told me that I was beautiful or, you know, complimented me, it wasn't validation, but confirmation that the way that I was feeling was true, you know? So I've seen already, just like in this week, so much transformation, so much changes already happening. I used to have a lot of anxiety with my partner, a lot of self-doubt, like, you know, it didn't matter how much they reassured me about our relationship. I always felt so much self-doubt, and I don't feel that self-doubt anymore. And I'm really, really grateful for that, because that was the whole point of my trip. You know, this 3-month trip was this first part of my journey was to really take care of the trauma, to really take care of the self-worth issues, to really take care of the shit that was holding me back from like really being my truest potential, for me like really taking off and like being that go-getter. Because I realized that even if I came up with all the most amazing ideas and I wanted to go tackle it and go do it, I realized that if I didn't take care of my mental health issues, if I didn't take care of that, you know, that trauma that was buried deep within me, I would always fuck it up, you know? Like I would always doubt myself and then like self-sabotage, and I could not afford to do that right now. Like I'm not working, and I have goals that I want to do. I have so many things that I want to create, and the last thing I want is for, you know, trauma, shit that happened in the past to come up and, you know, create my future. So I'm so glad that I really took care of that, and I went to this eco village, and I just went on this 3-month sabbatical and like kind of figured out what I needed to figure out, and took care of that trauma and healed myself. And I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful for the people that I've met. I feel so grateful for the experience, the journey. And I will go in more details when I make the video about Pachamama, and kind of tell you guys a little bit more about like my healing journey. But just an update about my life. Just you know, I'm incredibly happy to be home, and I know that the ayahuasca experience that I had before I left, it was so intense, so intense. I had 3 ceremonies, and it was just I think it ended on Thursday, and then I flew home on Tuesday. So the integration process is still happening. I told you guys that I like came home and I was just sleeping. I slept for days. Like I would wake up and then meditate and like, you know, go hang out with my family, have breakfast or lunch or whatever. And then I would just come back to my room and then sleep for a few more hours. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like, why was I sleeping so much? And I think it has to do with a few things. I think one, I was integrating. You know, I was on the go for 3 months, and I just felt like my body just needed to relax and be in this state of like comfort and just total relaxation. Second, after my ayahuasca experience, I felt that I really connected with nature, and I wasn't eating meat when I was in this eco village. So when I came back home, of course, I was like, you know, I love Indian food, so I was like eating all this curry, meat, all these things. And so I think my body was just like kind of jolted and didn't know how to react with like this new diet now. Like such a sudden change from like no meat eating and eating very organic and vegetables and healthy and fresh fish, to eating now like meat. I think my body was just kind of so just recently, I think like 2 days ago, I decided I was going to kind of cut out meat for a little bit, and to see if like it changes my body. And so maybe I'm not so exhausted and I have a little bit more energy, because it was ridiculous how much I was sleeping. And, you know, I think it might have to do with the weather as well. You know, when it's really cold out, you just want to snuggle up. And I came from, you know, very tropical weather. So there could be so many reasons as to why I was sleeping so much. But I am really happy to be back, and just to use all this new information that I received, everything I learned from the ayahuasca experience, from these ceremonies, from these plant medicines, everything that I learned from living in this eco village, from these workshops I did, from just being solo, just traveling and meeting people and doing things on my own, and being with my niece. And it was important for me to come back home to see who I am, like who am I now, and who has the work really been done. And I think I'm still going through the process, so I can't give you guys an answer right now. But I think that, you know, in the next few weeks, I'll be taking you guys on to like giving you more updates about what's going on with me. But for now, yeah, I'm just kind of laying low. I don't want to go straight back into like my old life. I don't want to like see a bunch of friends yet. And because I think that after you do ayahuasca, it's kind of important to really like protect your energy. And I can't wait to tell you guys all about that experience, because it was legit one of the craziest experiences I've ever had. And I don't want to say like it's life-changing, because it sounds like such a cliche, but I think that the clarity and the messages that I receive from after ayahuasca, it's happening, it's occurring now for me. So before I can tell you guys about the experience, I feel like I need to still process, you know, everything that I went through. But yeah, I'm pretty much just laying low and integrating and just figuring out like, okay, who am I now? You know, who's this new Nelly? Like, how do I adapt back into this real world? How do I take everything that I learned and like apply it to my life? And I feel so excited for it, and also at the same time really nervous, but I feel so much more calm, and that was like one of my biggest goals, was to like just be more calm and relaxed and like not worry so much, because my anxiety honestly used to kill me. It really ruled my life, and I just wanted to chill out for a bit, and I feel like I really am, like, just even the fact that I've been sleeping so much, just like I needed it. My brain needed to kind of turn off and like process information, apply it to my life. So I feel very fortunate for the experience that I had, and I can't wait to kind of make these videos and tell you guys all about it. And I hope that these videos actually inspire some of you guys to make that like push through, if you're considering like quitting your job and starting something new, or if you're considering, you know, going on a retreat, or if you're considering doing ayahuasca, or if you're considering just, you know, taking care of your mental health. I hope that these videos that I make do inspire you, do help you, and, you know, just anything that I get to talk about here on my channel, I hope that it helps, and I hope that, you know, I make these connections. Like, I've made so many profound connections with people when I was living in this eco village, like people from all different age groups, from different backgrounds, and I recognize that even on my YouTube channel, it's people from so many different backgrounds, so many different age groups. And I feel so grateful that you guys have subscribed to this channel, that you're watching this video. Like, it means legit so much to me. I know that this channel is not like huge, but I feel incredibly grateful. Like, thank you so much for like watching this video. Thank you so much for subscribing, you know, liking, commenting. It means legit so much to me, and I feel incredibly grateful. I feel incredibly grateful to be alive and to do this. Like, I love making these YouTube videos. I love connecting with people. I love reading your comments. I love like making human connections with people, even when we're not physically together, you know. So thank you guys so much for, you know, just being part of my journey and cheering me on. It means the absolute most to me. So this was just like a short video to kind of give you guys an update. I did not disappear, and just kind of let you guys know where I'm at. And I can't wait to like upload more videos about like everything that I went through. But just give me some time to kind of integrate and like come back into this, ground myself here before I like kind of start popping out videos again. And I feel so excited to do these videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys at my next video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. It would mean so much. Thumbs up if you haven't already, and comment below. I love hearing from you guys. So see you guys at my next video. Bye.